I am back in Kalamazoo. What's going on, guys? Philosopher here. I just got back. It's like 12 o'clock. Got back from Michigan Masters. That was all the way in Detroit. Had a great time. Thank you to Jay, aka Mr. Usuck, and everyone else that put out that event. It was great. They had like 4 Initial D cabinets. They had some cool arcade games, 24-hour venue. Awesome. Just wanted to share my thoughts a little bit about the whole entire event, and then just also share some news with you guys. Just so you know, in Street Fighter V, I did happen to make it the top 8, but as a commentator, not as a player. So I actually went 1 and 2 in Street Fighter, and it's kind of bittersweet because I feel like I could have performed a little bit better, but I also do feel like I gave it my all. And also to the fact that the people that did beat me wound up getting pretty far. They were really good players, so I do feel like I was holding my own against some really high level players. I had a great time. I played probably over 100, 200 sets overall in Street Fighter between the 2 days. So I feel like I leveled up just from being there, being around a bunch of people. Also, there's not too many big tournaments in Michigan just yet, so I'm very happy to see something that's not too far away, and also being able to connect with a bunch of other Michiganders, if you will. So it was a very fun event. I went with a few friends and my girlfriend, and it felt good. Back to top 8 though. I am super duper honest to the people that invited me to commentate. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and I'm very grateful to be asked to do so. So to IO, Input Output, and to Jay and the whole entire Michigan Masters organization, thank you guys so much for actually doing that. That was totally cool. It was a great experience. I've never done a tournament like on stream or anything like that before, so it was a great experience, and hopefully I wasn't too bad. I would love to do more of that in the future. I love the idea of commentating, and so I want to get even better at that. That's something that's very fun. I mean, it doesn't have to be all the time, but just being able to hit that goal and actually having somebody invite me to do that really paid off. And I think that a lot of that has to do with positive my content, and definitely the people that share my content. So not me, but the people that watch my content and share it out. I'm super grateful for that. I had a great time, and I want to go back next year. That's a given. I can't wait until next year. They had an Initial D tournament. Come on, Initial D. Do you guys not know what Initial D is? You need to educate your guys. If you don't know about either anime or racing games, it's top notch. It's like the best racing arcade game out there. I'll say arcade game because there's some really good console racing games and some good PC racing games. Drifting, there's no other better game than drifting, hands down. Anywho, it was very fun and great to see the tournament. It was very hyped. The Michigan guys get crazy. They get loud. They will cheer for you and cheer against you, and it's cool. It's a great experience, and I want to share a little bit of that. I did get the opportunity to actually have people cheering against me, which is the first time I've ever had that happen. Like, not like someone cheering for their friend next to me, someone like actively hoping that I don't win, and not like a mean way or anything like that. Just like they're cheering their buddy on, they're trying to get into your head. I remember actually Rob TV talking about this too, and a few other people talking about like they like that kind of stuff, and I never was a kind of guy to really do that to anybody else, so I had never had it really done to me. So it was very interesting when I was playing my first fight and I actually got to have that happen to me, and the feeling that I had was, oh, you want to talk smack to me? Now I gotta prove you wrong. And it wasn't like anger or anything like that. It was like I felt more motivated to beat these guys. So it was kind of a cool feeling. I don't think everyone's always going to deal with that situation or even deal with it the same way I did, but it was very interesting to actually have that happen and me feel like now I want to play even better. I want to make sure I minimize any mistakes and optimize on any opportunities. It was really cool, and it made me see things in a different light that usually I thought very negatively when people were talking smack behind me or whatever. Not everyone can deal with that. I always have headphones in, so for the most part I can't really hear it, but they're really loud so you can still hear it. But nonetheless, I felt it was harmless. Hopefully most people do as well. I know there's a little controversy with some players, not at that tournament, but at another tournament. I'm sure if you guys are within the FGC, you probably know what I'm talking about. I don't have to go on about it. Anywho, it was really great to see how many people were willing to share their tech. I got to play with people like Alucard, who, you know, royally beat me to the point where he didn't have to give me his full attention, but he still did, and gave me critiques and was very knowledgeable on frame data and would exploit anything that I shouldn't be doing. So it was really good that I had the mindset of getting that feedback, but also the fact that he was really willing to do that and help me grow. So it was really, really cool, really great, and thank you to all the players that I fought, and hopefully in the future we can play again and I will be even better. So to kind of end this whole video, I really want to touch on a topic for people that are interested in getting better at fighting games or getting better at anything in life. If you are holding off doing something or going to an event because you feel like you're not good enough yet, I really feel like that's not the best logic. I'm not critiquing, it makes sense, but hear me out. I really think that if you want to get better as a player, or if you want to get better as some sort of athlete or performer or whatever it is, you need to be around other people that are better than you. You're not going to be best by being around people who aren't as good as you, so you need to get out there and get your ass beat by people who are better than you, and more importantly, having an open mind and learning from these people when they do inevitably beat your ass, because they put in the time and the work too. So it's no disrespect to you, it's just respect to the time that they have put in. It's like playing an RPG. If someone has like 40 hours of time and they're like level 900,000 and you've only put in 10 hours of time and you're like level 100, you shouldn't expect to be the same level as this person, because that's almost a disservice to the time and work that they've put in. So something to really keep in mind, and you're not going to get that time and experience from the other players if you don't get in front of them, sit them down and say, hey, let's play some matches, can I ask you some questions, whatever. Put yourself out there, be willing to fail, and you will get better. And I'm not trying to preach at you, but you got to do something new. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Again, RPG analogy, but you're not going to level up by fighting level 1 monsters if you're level 10. You got to go out there and fight some level 15 ass monsters and beat your ass or get your ass beat until you level up, and then you keep the process going, continually challenging yourself. And there's a reason that RPGs emulate that. That is actually a reflection of real life. That's where they got the idea from. Japanese people have been around for a long time. Look up Kaizen. It's a very good philosophy that kind of encapsulates everything I just talked about in that topic. That said, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. Of course, thank you guys for Patreon, for supporting me on Patreon. That is in a big part helping me do more stuff like this. So if you guys do want to help me be able to make more content like this, go to more tournaments, and eventually actually doing on-the-spot interviews, something I've wanted to do for years, consider supporting me on Patreon. Even $1 helps and goes a very long way, especially when you really add that up from all the people. So thank you guys. If you did like this, make sure you hit that like button. If you were at Michigan Masters, comment down below what you guys thought. If you had a chance to meet me, if I didn't get a chance to meet you, I'm very sorry. But as always, guys, thank you, and I will see you in the next one. I am tired as hell. I am going to bed.